I didn't stop either. Like I'd never let up the entire time I was there. Um, I was just like, you need to put the phone down. She's like, why? She's like, you're on your phone all the time. And I was like, it's kind of different because I will go and do something. Like I'll go cook food and I'll put like a fucking interview on. Like I watched a lot of Kanye interviews and a lot of Andrew Tate interviews. Um, but like I'll just listen
That
to the audio.
motherfucker.
I'll just listen to the audio though, right? Like I won't look at the screen because I don't need to look at the screen. Or like I'll put on an audiobook and it's like it's a different classification of me being on my phone. I am actively seeking to learn something new or find out something more about a topic that I didn't know anything about before. And like TikTok is just like, okay, so I was reading the Bible and Jesus is definitely a transgender. What? Excuse me? And it's and like listening to Trevor Noah talk about how TikTok provides more education than the public school systems. Like, you are part of the problem, bro. You are teaching people that they should go to TikTok instead of going and opening up a book and reading something to like find out. Like there are first-hand accounts in books from an era that we never got to experience, like from the 1700s, 1800s, and 1900s, right? Like
The Prince by Niccolo Machiavelli.
that teaches you how to be a sociopath, but I'm not
No,
going to say
it doesn't.
Machiavelli was a fucking a master manipulator and a sociopath.
Yet, what it talks about in The Prince is specifically how to rule a principality and how people react to certain behaviors as a leader. It is basically breaking down how people work on a mass level and how to get the most favor. It's very interesting because a lot of it's like, oh, be a sociopath, but a lot of it's like, hey, build
It's
your
really-
your reputation in this area.
Yeah, it's really teaching you how to be a Sigma male before the concept of a Sigma male, as that term was known. I'm very appreciative of Niccolo Machiavelli and his theories and his writings. So I'm kind of fangirling out that you even mentioned that, but I'm not surprised.
Yeah,
at all
I
that
read
you
it in
mentioned
high school.
I
I read it in high school.
I read the Iliad and the Odyssey in junior high, and that shit was fucking crazy.
I also really enjoyed the Iliad and the Odyssey. What's another good book that I read?
Fahrenheit 451
I'm
was a good
gonna-
book too. I don't
Yes,
care what anybody
there's
says.
another
Like
one.
I've heard people shit on it. Like if anyone here has ever met Marcus, Marcus shits on it, and he's like, "Oh, that book's for people with room temperature IQ." And it's like, are you really gonna diss Ray Bradbury, one of the most established writers of that time? Like, what the fuck is wrong?
So, a good science fiction book that I really like.
Brave New
I know
World.
I probably
Were you gonna
brought
say
this
Brave
up
New World?
before. No, Dune. Dune is
Oh.
a great sci-fi.
Dune's pretty cool. Yeah, I actually watched the Dune movie on my flight back here.
Which one?
Dune Part 1 or Chapter 1.
Okay, the new. I thought you were. I didn't know if you were referring to, the sci-fi miniseries that came out in 2003, the 1984 movie, or.
Where the fuck is Kale, bro?
Dead.
Watch my stream, Caleb.
Okay.
You're not streaming.
I am. It just went live probably a few minutes ago.
But another book that I'm looking on buying soon, but it's fucking expensive as hell. Is I'm about to buy the Red Book.
Are you talking about the Communist Manifesto?
No, the Red Book, as in the book that is.
Are you talking about the hacker book, the
collection.
Red Cell?
No, the Red Book is a book that was authored by Carl Gustav Jung.
Jung.
And it
oh,
entails-
Jung is a big figure in was it psychotherapy?
Well, yes. So him.
And
So
psychoanalysis.
Freud and Jung.
Freud laid the foundation for Jung to actually kind of clarify a little bit better. A lot of Freud's theories were very. I'm not gonna talk about like fucking the mother-father or the mother-son thing, because that's what everybody fucking talks about.
In clinical psychology, most of his theories have been proven kind of inaccurate. But Jung went off the fucking deep end. But anyway, the Red Book is a series of writings that he compiled after several years of inducing hallucinations.
Hold that
And
thought.
it's
Hold
just
that
a
thought.
collection of his.
Josh has something to say real quick. What were you gonna say, Josh?
I just said welcome back, John.
Oh, John's back. John, get on Dead by Daylight.
Oh my god. Let me see if I can track this deer real quick, and then I'll jump on.
Okay.
But yeah, it's about his delving into freaking basically. Do you know about genetic memory, the paternal and the maternal side, and then the so one of the things, if you know, in philosophy, the Akashic records is the place where all knowledge is stored, the single point basically.
Who
Where
pioneered the concept
all
of the ego?
so oh, the ego.
Was that Freud?
The ego, if you're referring to ego and the id,
Yeah.
I believe though that is either, I'm pretty sure that maybe either Carl or C.J. Jung or
it is.
Freud,
I think it is Jung.
because Jung brought up the idea of the personal ego and then the mass ego, which is where he comes into the mass unconscious, which is associated with the philosophical concept of the 0 point or the Akashic records, which is the place where all human knowledge is stored, and that's
So-
where.
So should we just take a shit ton of acid until we reach ego death?
I mean, that is something that you should pursue. I think.
Man,
When you
you know, Days claimed he experienced ego death, and I was like, you're full of shit.
Ego death is a lifelong
I mean, isn't-
process. I don't think that it
Well,
Well,
just
it's
happens.
entirely possible. No, ego death refers to specifically an instance where if you take a really high dosage of psychedelics, it'll kill off your ego. You will be you will reach a peak of like being completely unbiased and able to just take a look at yourself in a way that you never have and never ever will be able to do again.
It's called disassociation.
I didn't need drugs to do that to myself.
Yeah, you just.
You're
Just Gunny
you're a
Boy.
special case. You're I think that's just death in general. It's not really ego
So-
death. I don't think
Whatever it was inside me killed it.
I don't think you experienced
So-
ego death under that.
Ego
man.
death is a complete loss of subjective self-identity. The term is used in various intertwined contexts with related meaning. Jungian psychology uses the synonymous term psychic death, referring to a fundamental transformation of the psyche. In death and rebirth mythology, ego death is the phase of self-surrender and transition, as described by Joseph Campbell in his research on the mythology.
So in the whole term, which I've looked into this because Jungian psychology, as well as
You
just
can't-
overall philosophy and religion, like this is all shit that I've spent my whole life learning about. The idea of ego death is basically oh, actually, I have a perfect quote for it. It's actually from Dune.
Yeah, in descriptions of drugs, the term is used synonymously with ego loss to refer to temporary loss of one's self or sense of self due to the use of drugs. The term was used as such by Timothy Leary to describe the death of the ego in the first phase of an LSD trip, in which a complete transcendence of the self occurs.
So one of the interesting things, you don't associate this necessarily with the idea of fear, but with ego death, this is like the closest quote that I think about. I must not fear. Fear is the mind killer. Fear is the little death that brings total obliteration. I will face my fear. I will permit it to pass over me and through me, and when it has gone past, I will turn the inner eye to see its path. Where the fear has gone, there will be nothing, only I will remain. So, it's the idea of the identity, your identity or your ego passing through you and leaving nothing in its wake, only seeing basically the ebb and flow of what's going on around you without. I'm sure you guys all have inner voice in your head, right? Do you think in pictures or in words?
Both.
I think
Yeah.
in words. I can see pictures and I can watch movies in my head, but I have
Oh yeah, I hit the
I
highlight
have a
reel on a regular.
conversation with myself. No,
I hit the
there's
highlight.
another
Okay.
voice in
I
my
hit the
head, and I
highlight
have
reel on a
conversation.
regular with commentary, so I would say I have a composite of both. However, I would definitely say that 4 tabs will definitely put you through a semi state of ego death because there was definitely, oh yeah, there was
Well,
some
have
shit
you
going on.
have you ever like so one of the first times I got high, and this is like off of six. This was being like I think I was 10, and I ate 6 hash candies. They may have been hash candies. I don't know what
Oh
they
no,
were. They were drugs that I ate.
Caleb ate fucking some gummies with fentanyl in them.
No, I went into third person mode.
Oh yeah, so that's another thing. I definitely my FOV got fucking tuned up because I could see my shoulders. Like I was able to see my fucking shoulders looking straight forward. That was strange.
But anyway, what was it? It's weird. It's not something that's easy to explain. Basically, one of the ways that I would explain like ego death is how you think. You know, when you take in information, people think in images and in words. Some people can do both. Some people can do either. Right? Imagine just having the your ability to cognize in some sort of civilized fashion associated with organization being just turned off and you're just there.
Yeah, so my inner voice definitely went quiet. Um, oh, it's the Huntress. To put that into
Yeah.
oh fuck, she's somewhere right
Sounds
here
like
by
someone
me.
got shot.
She's going to that gen.
That was a pretty sharp yeah.
Oh, she's looking for somebody. Oh, she found me. Oh, bitch. How the fuck did you find me?
I'm going in the house.
Gosh, probably thought.
What the fuck?
Bro, what?
Josh,
Why
are you
trying
stream
to
sniping
me,
right now?
John? What the fuck?
I'm joking, bro.
Fuck, bro. Fuck you, bro.
I'm
I hope you
hooked.
get radiation poisoning.
Oh, that's
That
fucked
might
up.
not be too far-fetched, man.
Oh, the snowmen are back. The snowmen are back.
Yeah.
Are they coming for you?
No, they're getting chased.
You said what?
About to gnaw on some cesium like a beaver on wood.
Yeah, that cesium and the boron.
You guys are fucking weird.
Is the other one coming
Oh,
for
she's
you?
coming back. She's coming
You
back.
don't know what the fuck we're talking about, John. Or Jake.
Yeah,
Whatever. Fucking one of you.
Stay away from the center house. I've got this one almost half.
She's not on me, so I'm gonna come up to the center house and help you
Okay.
finish.
Okay. I'll heal you real quick.
I
before
don't
we finish.
understand. I was literally cleansing a totem, like not even in her path, and she just instantly found me. Let's finish
Were you
this.
booning?
Let me
No,
heal.
I don't boon.
Are you guys playing DBD?
Yeah, we are.
Yes. Can you
No.
heal? Can you heal?
Okay, yeah, heal.
Fucking fool.
I'm
I
gonna
wish we would've
boon this
stayed up here.
totem, guys. Can you believe how fast I'm booning? Wow.
He's booning.
Anyone who used boon when boon first came out is a fucking simp, and they should be made aware of it.
Well, I used it.
Yeah, looking at you, John. Looking at you,
Oh, I
John.
found it.
You realize that
So-
like those games when you booned, you slowed the game down so fucking bad because you're 1/4 of the player base that has to fix gens, and you're running around fucking. Oh look, it's a fucking hex totem. Hee hee. Let me fucking boon it real quick. Meanwhile, the other 3 players are literally down a man as if you fucking got sacrificed because you're not doing any gen time. You're not doing anything fucking useful.
Tell us how you really
Oh.
feel about it.
And it made it worse. It made it worse when we would play with fucking Upton, and you and Upton both were like, "Oh, I'm gonna go boon at opposite ends of the map. Tee hee, I'm so quirky and cute." And it's like, dude, my brother in Christ, there's literally 2 people working on generators now, and one of us is guaranteed to be getting chased by the killer because you guys aren't, because you guys are fucking booning. Now we got 1 guy on the fucking generator. Nothing's getting done. And God forbid it's actually a good killer and they know how to run survivors and they know how to like exude gen and map control because yeah, it's just bad. It's
Bro,
just bad for
this
business.
other bitch. This other
She's been
bitch
running
is
her
gonna
this whole
get-
time.
She's gonna get camped so hard.
R.I.P. That's really bad.
One
Go to
last
Killer
thing
Shack.
before I get off because I gotta take a shower. Frank Herbert, the guy who wrote Dune, and I suggest if you really are interested in the idea of the ego and the id, as far as a science fiction book,
Come to kill
I
the
am
shack kill.
convinced Frank Herbert did a lot of acid before writing this book.
Kale, come to kill the shack.
What, Dune?
Yes, because he describes a lot of things that I experienced when I did acid, as well as the concept
Well,
of
you know,
ego death.
The concept for Dune, right? The planet that they live on, literally,
I've
the,
read-
the
read
sands,
it,
the
yes.
sands, doesn't the sand like have hallucinogenic properties?
So
they literally
no,
live
it's
in
not
it.
it's not the
spice.
sand. It's
The
it's the spice melange, right? The spice melange or geriatric spice, as written in the book, is created by Shai Halud. Shai Halud are the
It sounds really
Same
Jewish
are
to
the
me.
are the
Alright.
sand are the no it's
No, Shai
It's
Halud
vaguely-
is the sandworm. He is,
Is it?
the big. Shai Halud is the massive fucking sandworm that the
That they
desert
worship.
people worship as a
Yeah.
god. The
Yeah.
sandworms themselves also create the spice, but Shai Halud specifically
other door.
refers to effectively the god worm that resides on the planet Dune. That, like I said, that is worshipped and revered by the people.
So I'm looking at it right now because I'm pretty sure because I've read this book like 8 times.
I'm sorry, is this
So it is-
Jewish? There's a lot of Jewish
It's
imagery
not
already in this
it's
word.
not Jewish. Shai Halud, if you know anything about Hebrew
Arabic.
as somebody,
Jake, I'm chilling in the snowman by the
it
door.
it is Arabic.
I'm gonna do the
because-
same.
For one, there is no I, I sound
Hey, there's a green toolbox,
in
Kale. Come back this way.
Hebrew.
Yep. No
Kale.
I sound, just
One
Kale.
sec, I
A
got
lot
it, I
of
got it. One
throat
sec, open the
clearing.
door. I'm coming.
Back to the tree. There's a chest right here on the
And
tree.
there's also no J sound.
I mean, okay, Shai Halud doesn't have a J in there.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying there's
Grab
also
it.
no J. There because there's Jesus. His name was Yeshua.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
yeah, you're talking to Josh the Jew over there. He knows all that stuff.
Fuck you.
Are you
He's
not-
a gypsy.
Are you
it's
actually?
different.
No.
Oh
No.
well, I was
He's a wicked.
raised.
No.
you?
fucking. I don't give a flying fuck.
Come on,
You
Kale. Let's get
100%
out. Let's let Smith in
took
here.
a
Be-
course on Wiccanism.
Kale.
No, I didn't.
Alright, I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming.
John, I'm an ordained minister. I
Of
have
what?
been.
Yeah,
Wiccan?
me too.
Are you an
Yeah,
Orthodox
me
minister?
too.
Oh, I'm in the
Ordained.
snowman! I'm in the
The
snowman!
majority of is Christianity.
Oh,
I'm
What
I'm
denomination
ordained
of
with.
Christianity? Are you non-denominational? I swear to God.
Me or
Are you
Josh?
non-denominational?
Dude, who are you talking to?
You, Josh.
Am I non-national?
Yeah. What's your
Yeah, I don't know,
denomination?
that was
What's your
fucking
denomination?
hard to say.
We just had a stroke collectively. It's okay.
Jesus Christ.
Smith, get in here.
I'm coming. I told you I'm tracking this deer.
What do you
He's
mean you're-
combing.
What do you mean you're tracking a deer, bro? What are you playing?
I'm
Man,
playing
holy
Hunter,
shit.
Call
Dude,
of the
she-
Wild.
She had soldier's putty.
She got mogged on.
I'm pretty sure that's
hunters-
called C4.
Well, the Huntress moves at 4.6 meters a second when she has no hatches, and she still couldn't get that other bitch down.
Yeah.
Bro,
Good
she was running
game.
Eruption. She didn't bother trying to kick a single gen.
Oh, she did. She kicked one gen, but she got tunnel vision so hard on that survivor, she didn't get to do it again.
Dude, we legitimately rushed her there, and we weren't even trying to.
I don't even feel bad about it. It's fine.
I got 3 points in deviousness.
Oh yeah.
Or not
By the way,
deviousness.
I'm an ordained minister in the Church of Subgenius.
What?
The Church of Subgenius.
Is that
How
another
is
word for retard?
No, Subgenius. They believe in Bob Dobbs.
What?
What the fuck
It-
is that?
It's a long story. I'm not actually.
We're gonna have
It's-
to burn. We're gonna have to burn this guy at the stake, dude.
Me?
Well,
Yeah, you.
No, I'm not
practice my
actually.
Pyro.
What, you playing TF2 now?
No, for work.
Oh, no, the Church of Subgenius was made as a social commentary to make fun of specifically Scientology. It's was a religion created by somebody to specifically shit on Scientology because of how fucked up it is.
Yeah, Scientology is pretty
And,
fucked up, man. Like, I don't know how Tom
but-
Cruise has lasted this long in the church. Didn't he
Yeah,
leave?
and,
Did he leave? I don't.
Because he
think did.
supplies them with money and adrenochrome.
That's fair.
Adrenochrome is from a science fiction book.
It's real, bro. It's real.
Adrenochrome is a real thing, but it is not what it is described as through the site. I can't remember which book it was, but I read
Look,
about
man,
this.
you
because
sound like
it
you're
is
about to be an apologist for the Luciferian elite. All right.
I don't really
I don't
care.
support that on the stream. We can't support that. on the
I need to
stream.
go grab some food real quick. I'm starving.
Oh my
I
God,
do-
Kale!
Can't imagine why, Kale. Can't imagine why.
What do you mean?
I'm
why?
a-
I haven't eaten today.
How are
I'm
you just
making
gonna
a
jump
much
into
joke.
a match, into a lobby?
Because I thought we were waiting for fucking Smith.
Well, I guess not. Let's get another game before you grab something to eat. Since Smith wants to fucking chase a deer.
Or let the mans get some food, dude. Like,
No.
not fucking going anywhere.
We're
Oh, all right,
fasting.
I'll be going somewhere here in a.
We're
Like an
fasting.
hour, but-
We're fasting right now. That's what we're doing.
Philosophy is my jam, my dudes. That's literally all I'm focused on in my life. Besides work.
Smith.
So if you guys ever want to get into the divine machine, that's where you start. That's where you start having some fun.
Interesting. Smith.
What?
Dude, how long does it take to track a deer?
When you gut shoot it instead of a good shot, because people talking in your ear takes a while.
Oh my God. Sounds like you just
Jake.
poor shot.
Jake, chill the fuck out, bro.
That
Dude.
it may very well be that I'm a poor shot, but it may also be because I'm using a single shot muzzle loader, so I don't get a
What
follow-up.
game are you playing?
You play
told-
Cabela's?
I'm playing Hunter Call of the Wild.
Oh,
Like you said.
okay.
Yo, we
Nice.
should all get high on life.
No.
Oh no, it's not
Bro,
co-op.
I'm
Holy
already
shit,
fucking high
this
on
guy-
fucking
Fucking
wax.
brown bears, man! Get back here, you
What?
bitch!
I heard that game's pretty good.
Let me just say, Debs are fucking great dudes.
Wait, which game is good? Hunter Call of the Wild or?
No, High on Life. I heard it was really good.
It looks really fun.
What is it? I'm
feel like I would
is
really
it Steam?
Yeah, it's on Steam.
Yeah.
So it's not as polished as a AAA game. Well, it's not a AAA game, but it's not as polished as a AAA game normally would be. But everything I've heard about the game is they said it's fun. You don't have to put too much thought into it. There's no like serious ramifications for your actions. It's just a fun little shooter. My brother said it was very similar in playstyle to like Doom.
Ooh, I should get back into Doom Eternal.
Doom
Muffins.
Eternal, Old Gods Part 1.
Sonny Muffins, what are you doing down here, Muffin Dog?
What are you doing?
He's talking to his dog, Jake.
Is that your fucking slave? Like, what is that?
Wait, it says this game's single player.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only single player.
High on Life is
It's just a
sadly
fun
only
game.
single player.
Then why are you saying we should all get it?
I misspoke. We should all get
Well,
back
we should
on
all
Dark
start a
Souls 3.
game at the same time.
I'm good.
Buy the game, start it at the same time, and only play when we're online together, so we're all in the same location.
No, because then I'll never fucking finish that goddamn game.
Yeah, same. If I buy it, I'm just playing it at my speed. You know what? It almost kind of looks like what Ratchet and Clank used to. So yeah, I'm gonna buy it. Fuck it. I used to love Ratchet and Clank.
I might
I
do
couldn't
this.
get
Oh,
over
yeah.
the fucking Rick and Morty style humor.
Morty.
The Morty, fucking, it does kind of remind me of Ratchet and Clank. Why didn't I think of that?
All right,
The
I bought it.
Clackinator.
Now to install it. What's it called again?
High on Life.
There we go. All right.
Ugh. Yeah, I'm about to fucking play modded Skyrim.
Talk
Oh,
about a fucking impulse, but I just
modded
bought that game off
Skyrim.
an impulse because of you guys.
Yeah,
my fault
I'm
you
sorry.
always
It's. I was gonna say it's not my fault you have poor impulse control.
That's true.
No, my sister gave me a $30 Steam gift card for Christmas, so it was only 30.
Pretty.
I don't really give a
Yeah, I
shit.
was about to say. I'm pretty sure it's $60.
Yeah, yeah. And even if I paid 60, I still wouldn't really give a shit.
Oh,
I've-
Jake.
I've
if you-
wasted more money on worse things.
If you're interested in religion as a whole and to see what concepts are portrayed in it, the Torah is a very interesting book
Ooh.
Jew.
as far as
He
referencing the
said,
ideas of
Jew.
the Old Covenant.
Yeah, I feel like the Torah would be an interesting thing to look into. It's just
Just remember,
Well, it-
just remember, the people that worship
getting-
the Torah are the ones
I'm
that
getting-
murdered Jesus
I'm getting
Christ.
some big 6-pointed star vibes right now.
Yeah, I'm seeing. I feel like there's just a giant fucking nose in here talking to me right now.
What's
Yeah,
funny is- what's funny is
I'm
Caleb
assuming
doesn't
you
even-
guys have never even got into reading the Quran.
Oh,
either.
oh, I have seen some excerpts from it. Not my cup of tea.
I don't know. Some of the things I've seen in the Quran seem pretty fucking based.
I mean, I guess, yeah, but there's
Like
some
not
You-
letting women speak.
there's other stuff in there that's like ah.
What, you can't talk, Kale?
I said women.
You guys
And
are
he
so-
said you can't talk, Kale?
None of us
Thank
here
you,
are
John.
Muslim. None of us here are Muslim.
What was... what-
Inshallah, I will burn your
Just-
house down.
Just remember.
You see, the only
know-
conversation we have with homosexuals begins at the top of a building and ends at the ground floor.
It's interesting looking into Abrahamic religions. Then you got
God damn it, Kale.
what is it? Judeo-Abrahamic
Well, I've got
religions,
high ping.
Judeo-Christian religions,
Oh, he's coming.
which are the subcategories or the different churches within Christianity.
Oh, it's Legion. Hide in a locker in case he gets a hit.
Nope. Nope. Locker. You can see it in when people are in lockers.
Are you serious? Dude, that's so bad.
Yes, I play a good amount of Legion, and the number of people I catch inside lockers because they think they're safe there, well, it's a lot
Oh
bigger
my
than
god,
zero.
he's
It's only during
he
the...
disconnected. What the fuck? I saw that. He the David
Hunter's
King
instinct is the only time it gives them away.
the David
Yeah,
King
Hunter's Instinct pops up when
the
you're
David-
in the.
the David King
the
was
fucking
looping
thing.
him around a pallet
Frenzy mode.
and he was just standing still and the David King was teabagging and he just disconnected. That's great. One more, Kale. That doesn't
What
count.
a fucking pussy!
It doesn't count.
What a fucking
Alright.
pussy! Holy
All right, you boys have a good one.
You
Oh,
too.
by the way, do you know which? I'm not driving, but do you guys know what session we're doing this weekend?
I have no idea.
Hey.
You should message the chat. I feel like we could run a continuation of mine again. It's just I don't want to go so
Hog
long
it.
into mine that I'm literally mogging on Dean's side campaign. Although if you think about it, it is a side campaign. So
Yeah, yeah. By the way, whenever this one's done, I'm working. I mean, you saw that item I sent you. The
Yeah, yeah.
it's the cloak of being a fucking spook.
oh my god.
You just shoot your dog.
Oh, fucking spooks! There's fucking
Uh,
spooks.
I
in
don't
this
know
chair
if he's
right now?
I don't know if he's using the right term of spook.
Spook means spy. It is
No,
it is a
it's not where I'm
slang term for.
That's
Yeah,
not-
but
that's
that is
what a
not
spook
what that
means.
word means.
Well, if you look it up, it is
I don't know,
literally
when you-
means
when you
a
said
spy.
the word
If you
spook, I
look
was
up-
kind of
look
thinking
it up,
about.
look
You're gonna
Tell
find
me
a couple
spook
other
right now.
definitions.
You're gonna find you're gonna
I-
find some interesting definitions there nowadays.
I'm literally looking it
Tell
up
your
right
fuck,
now.
boy.
Because the person who responded with spook was Dean, because I showed it to him as well.
Of course it was.
Dean, huh?
Yeah, it was Dean. Yeah.
Oxford definitions from Oxford languages: spook, SPOOK. One,
Zero,
informal,
what? Yes, it's
ghost.
spelled with a zero.
No, it's zero. God damn it. Oh, sorry. I've been writing down a whole bunch of shit on fucking wire diagrams lately.
So you have a word, right? And
Yeah.
it means one thing. And then it's used for something completely different, right?
Yeah,
Even
it could
though
be
it's
used.
spelled the same.
let's see. Spook, according to Urban Dictionary,
Oh no.
it's
Not
used
even
as a
Urban Dictionary.
derogatory term for those of African descent.
Okay, anyway, it is
Correct.
a item. It is an item that's used for spies. Anyway, after your campaign is potentially done, I wanna run my own campaign at some point.
You want to run it in the same
the
setting?
boys?
No running.
You want to run it in the
You know
same
what it-
campaign? So there's a
You know
couple
what
of
it
things.
said?
I'll say this, right? I've been planning a couple of sub-modules. If you want to take over, you can run those modules. One is, if you've ever heard of Out of the Abyss. I was basically
Oh,
making
yep.
it to where Menzo Baranzan, the Drow super city, exists underneath Droam. And it's been kind of locked away, hidden from the eyes of everyone above ground. So you could do Out of the Abyss in that setting, in the same campaign. You could also run, I was also planning on running maybe Tomb of Annihilation on the continent of Zendrick, south of Corvair. You could do either one of those.
Oh.
If you want to take either one, you can. It's your fucking, it could be your show. And we could have like the same party members show up and be a part of that. We could do it from either the evil campaign or we could do it from the neutral campaign. I'm good with either way.
Once whatever happens.
But
or
I like the concept of continuation, i.e., like we're not making new characters and doing all that. Like you can make the option available, right? Like I've always said, I've never said that like you have to keep the same characters. Like retirement of characters is totally plausible. However, some people might want to keep their same characters, and so that's why I feel like we offer it as a continuation of one of the two parties, and
yeah,
anyone that wants to make new characters for a new setting, they can.
yeah. But anyway, I was building some enemies, because with non-player characters, I don't have as many loose rules. We're building player character based enemies, which is fun. So the intent was to eventually run a campaign. Is as you saw that the item I sent, that is perfect for
A spy
For-
noir-esque setting.
yes, it literally. I mean, you seen the hood one too. It was actually based off of it's based off of a mythic class. Well, one of the abilities, the ability with the memory stuff, was
Mhm.
based off of a mythic class ability from the Trickster in the latest Pathfinder supplement. And then the other abilities were, one was based off of the Glamored Iron or the Glamored Leather Studded Armor, which is one of the things I have. And the rest of it was based off of the Lord's Ensemble from Water's Deep fucking Dragon Heist. Because I like the idea of an item, and that isn't even finished. That's just what I
Oh,
wrote for the
motherfucker,
mechanical
goddamn
abilities.
trickster.
I see that. Yeah.
Fuck this
It's gonna
guy.
have
And I was in the middle of the cornfield when he found me, so there's nowhere I could go.
Yeah, I see you. We're
Oh,
rushing
and of course
it
he's
down.
dressed like he's dressed like a super fag.
it's
well-
gonna have a fun attunement thing too.
Ooh. Did you
I-
happen to
I
see
like
the did you happen to see the item I wrote for Dean? The amulet of
He's going in the house. No, he's reloading next to me.
amulet of key
You ran
story?
it by me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you ran it by me.
He has
You-
it.
Now he's
said
going in
that-
the house.
I'm coming for you.
Yeah,
He has it.
Considering
and
the
he's been
fact that-
actively using it.
yeah, he's been he
Did I
got it
tell
at
you-
the beginning
did
of
I
the
tell you
6
that
months,
there's
right?
Did I tell you that there's a dead man switch and a nuclear option? Once he reaches a
Yeah,
certain
you told me about that.
So
That you
there's
can
multiple-
expend all of it.
at once. Come on, Kale.
Yeah,
I'm going back.
yeah. You
Yep, back
you
this
you
way.
told me about it. That what you weren't, because we looked
behind
around
this
real
wall.
quick in the hallway.
Or I
and
can
you're
heal
like,
myself. I can heal myself.
Oh, okay.
You're
I'm gonna
like,
work on this.
here's what it does, but I'm not gonna tell him what one of the effects is.
Yeah. So yeah, essentially once he reaches a certain attunement level, like there's like 5 attunement tiers I want to say for it, and when he
Yeah.
reaches the maximum attunement with it, so he can store up to like 10,000 key points. The level of attunement allows more and more storage of key points essentially, and he can basically just choose to at each short and long rest just continually recharge those key points and then store them. When he reaches 10k key points, he can't store any more at max attunement level.
He's coming. He's coming.
Yeah, I know.
I'm fucking off because I'm hooked.
I'm bugging off too. Oh, he's trying to hit me. Oh, he hit me.
My sponge. Okay.
He's
I'm
on
going
me.
for the save.
But yeah, essentially, so if he chooses to expend like 5k or more key points, he can do it. No, the nuclear option is he expends all the key points stored, but with a minimum of 5k stored, he can expend up to the 10k. And in doing so, each key point equates for, what was it, like 1d4 plus 5 force damage, and it basically makes like a giant nuclear blast, a giant like force blast, if you will. However, he's the
Similar to
only,
like the psychic bomb.
yeah, it's a psychic bomb, and so he's the only one that's protected from the blast. Everyone else around him, whether they friend or foe, have to make a like DC 21 dexterity check or whatever. And if they make it, they take half damage. But if they fail, they take full damage. So if you think about it, 10,000 key points expended all at once, 10,000 D4 plus like 10,000 instances of 5 damage would pretty much just
Yeah,
evaporate people.
It evaporates literally everything. Oh, did I tell you about
You said
a
it's
custom
psychic
spell?
damage?
Yeah, it's force damage.
Yeah.
I'm bugging
I would
off.
say any amount of damage that exceeds over
However-
1,000.
however-
I'm gonna rule that it instantly.
So here's the kicker, though. If he does use the nuclear
anything.
option, he can only use it once because it destroys the amulet in the process. So it's kind of like I'm saving this for if I really need it to save my friends, or if I really need to like stop something terrible from happening. But I think, if I
Oh.
remember correctly, the radius is like a quarter mile to a half a mile.
By the way, is that artifact?
Actually, Jake, if you want to kind of fuck with Dean, and if he's getting real
Oh,
close to
I'll
using
make
it,
him have to save as well.
throw a helmed horror at him.
Oh, what now?
A helmed horror?
Oh,
Wait, is that what I think that is?
yeah,
let me
I know what
see.
a helmed horror is.
Because helmed horrors are immune to force damage.
Ah, that's pretty cool.
Oh, did I tell you I made a nuke spell for fun?
You did not.
Oh, so basically what it does is it does an immediate, so it does force and fire damage immediately upon impact, and then you have to make a Constitution saving throw with of your spell saving DC. So you make a Dex save, and then afterwards you have to make considerable consecutive saves, Constitution saving throws. Otherwise, you take half damage, and you take necrotic damage every round afterwards
He's on
until
me.
you vacate the area.
Here you go, Jake.
Yeah, helmed horrors
Helmed
are pretty
horror.
legit. I like helmed horrors.
20 AC, 60 health, fucking...
I thought it
Yeah,
was funny
straight
too.
con.
Caleb can back me up on this. The last encounter we had, I made a basically King Kong-esque like giant gorilla to fight the party, and the barbarian's like, "Oh, we're the opponent," you know. And the gorilla literally would just would hit him with like a multi-attack. Oh, this is not a good decision.
I mean, alright, so it's resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing from non-magical attacks that aren't adamantine.
Yeah, that's what
Complete-
goal. There's certain.
I'm in the
golems like
basement
that,
now.
too.
Completely immune to force, necrotic, and poison. Immune to blind,
Going in the basement.
blind, charmed, deafened, frightened, paralyzed, petrified, poisoned, and stunned. Advantage
fuck
on
this
saving throws
dude.
against spells and effects, and then is immune to 3 spells chosen by its creator.
Oh my god.
It's
Fuck
fucking
this.
disgusting.
How is it a CR4? How is that a CR4?
Yes.
Okay, maybe because it only has 60 points of health. But, like, that is not a CR4. That's like a Shadow being a CR 1/4, okay? Shadows will fucking rape you.
Can you get the save, Cal?
Yeah, so this thing, as long as you
No, I
get
just
within
got on, huh?
60 feet of it, as long as you're outside of 60 feet of it, it doesn't see you, which is probably why it's a CR4.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
because it's blind outside of 35 or 60 feet. So
Oh, did I ever tell you I found a way to make a CR 27 dragon that has
I got
innate
Steve.
spell casting so that it can cast 9th level spells?
I mean, that's really just dragons in general.
You know,
Ah,
well,
fucking-
no. So they can't cast
Holy
9th level
shit,
spells
talk
based
about
on the
lag.
innate rule, which is you have to divide the CR by 3, and that gets the spell level that they can cast round down. So you have to get it up to CR 27. So you take a CR 24 gold dragon, you apply the shadow dragon template over it, and that makes it CR 27.
He's coming
Innate
to
spell
me.
casting makes it
He's going into the main house.
Yeah, I know.
makes it be able to cast a 9th level spell.
I'm leaving the house.
Not to mention its breath weapon also has the ability to quite literally raise an entire town of people, because what it does is it shoots necrotic breath, and anything it's basically it finger deaths them. If they die to the breath, the
I'll
next
finger you to
round
death.
they rise up as shadows. And when they rise as a shadow, under their control, you could have hundreds of shadows in a town square with, you know, civilians that have like 4 health. That's why it was the Shadow Dragon was the guardian of my demi-plane in that one campaign.
What's the rando doing?
Standing there. I think he's coming towards me slowly. No, he's kind of just pacing. No, he's coming. He's coming.
Oh fuck, he found me.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Oh, so
I don't
the
know how he
attunement
found
for
me there. Come on,
So
fucking
the-
bald! Oh my god.
the attunement
Dude,
for the
I'm
item I
lagging
talked
so
about
fucking bad.
is kind of weird, because basically you have to give up your name to attune to the cape, and it wipes your all memories of you from anybody on the plane of existence with which you attuned to. So your identity basically ceases to exist.
Nice.
I hate the trickster. I'm going to get
Trickster's
food.
really dumb.
So if your character has anybody you love, well, you don't exist anymore. That's why it's called the Shroud of the Forgotten.
Damn, that's cold.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna change its rarity to artifact, considering the memory effect is kind of pretty overpowered for the most part. Everything else puts it at exactly a very rare item, because it's basically the same thing as the Lord's Ensemble with a little bit of flavor. Instead of getting the Ring of Free Action, which is one of them, you get the ability of the Glamored Armor, which is slightly worse in actual practicality, but in the sake of the actual item, it's pretty great.
I need the hatch.
But yeah, it's definitely gonna be a pretty crazy item once I'm done with it, and I gotta write up the lore for it too. I'm thinking of making it an artifact of the Traveler. If that makes sense.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Oh, nice. I got the hatch.
Because the Traveler was supposed to be like this faceless entity that can wander from place to place with its identity unknown.
That's what travelers do. Yes.
Yeah, that is what
Well,
travelers
no, the Traveler of the
I'm
god, the
kidding.
god.
Yeah,
I'm kidding, Mayfield.
And not the Critical Role one, the one from Eberron. Entirely different things.
isn't
Oh,
the
watch
Traveler
either of
modeled
those.
after
Yeah.
Zinch?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yes,
He
it
kind of
is.
is.
Yes.
Goddamn Zinch!
Zinch! That homie Zinch is just like you know what?
That nigga Zinch.
He's like, I'm kind of good with this. And then he's like, actually, I think I'm going to change things. Hee hee tee hee, I'm so quirky.
I mean,
Oh yeah, yeah, it is definitely based
Zinch?
off of Zinch.
I wonder what, so like, you know how the Chaos Gods,
yeah.
how they were all birthed
Alright, well,
out of
alright.
a human
So you have-
experience, right?
It wasn't just human experience, but
Right.
yeah, sure.
Well, I mean, okay, right. The Eldar created Slaanesh and Nurgle.
Yeah.
Khorne,
Yeah.
was Khorne human? Khorne was a human-based god, wasn't he?
I don't think so. I thought
Technically-
Korn was based off of the Necrons.
Possibly.
I got you guys.
I'm
But, I
pulling
mean,
it up
um,
now.
with the existence of the warp, they had always existed and had never existed at the same time, right? Because of the nature of their origins or whatever. But who created Tzeentch? What sort of act created Tzeentch? I'm
Okay, so Korn is the mightiest and oldest. Sometime
definitely
during the
Necrons.
second millennium. Okay, so yeah, all right. So Korn was definitely humans.
Oh,
Because it was during the Middle Ages and the early second millennium, birthed by an era of wars and conflict.
okay, that makes sense then. Makes a
Did
lot
I
of
tell you
sense.
about the Dune or the D&D campaign that we had that had warp rules in it?
No.
The one where Smalley became a god.
No.
That doesn't surprise
So-
me.
Basically, we were on, I think it was the literal first mission. Oh no, it was the second mission.